There's an important aspect of the referral agreement that's often overlooked, but can cause problems down the road. So imagine a scenario. You have a referring broker, and they call up a recipient broker, and they say, hey, I have a buyer that's looking in your area. Would you like to work with this buyer and pay me a 25% referral fee? And that recipient broker says, sure, I'll work with that buyer. So the recipient broker then builds a relationship with that buyer, and they go and show a bunch of properties, write a bunch of offers, finally get into escrow. Now, along the way, the buyer might ask for a rebate. Maybe there's some other agent trying to take that buyer from you and they insist on a rebate. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it could. Or you're in escrow and a buyer has some sort of financial issue. Maybe it's with closing costs or their lender, and you have to credit money to make the deal work. And if you don't credit money, the deal dies. So we don't like these scenarios, but they do happen. Now, here's where the problem happens. Let's use a sample number, $10,000. Let's say the recipient broker's commission on that purchase with that buyer is $10,000. With a 25% referral, they owe that referring broker $2,500. Now, what happens if that broker has to credit $5,000 of their commission to save the deal? Well, according to the referral agreement, the 25% is based on the gross earned commission by the recipient broker, $10,000. The problem is that there's really only $5,000 to play with because the other $5,000 was credited to the buyer to save the deal. So, if there's only $5,000 left over and that broker has to pay the referring broker $2,500, now there's only $2,500 in gross commission left over for the broker and the agent on the recipient broker side. So here's how you can fix that. On a referral fee agreement, there should be some sort of provision that says if the recipient broker has to credit the buyer to save the deal, and I'm paraphrasing, you can word it however you feel comfortable, then that percentage, let's say the 25%, is then recalculated based on the earned commission that the broker receives at closing. So this protects that recipient broker from having to chip in a bunch of their money and to save the deal, and at the same time pay that 25% to the referring broker off the gross amount. So it's important that you understand sometimes the amount stipulated on the referral agreement has to do with the gross earned commission, and if you're crediting money, then that's going to greatly reduce how much you're going to make in the end. We'll put some math and some samples in the description below so that you can get a better understanding of what these numbers would look like.